My nephew Leo was the kind of kid who had a permanent seat in the principal's office. At only 10 years old, he had this reputation. He wasn't just a troublemaker. He was the guy other parents whispered about at soccer games. Well, last Tuesday, I was the one picking him up. I walked into that hallway, bracing myself for the usual lecture, the "we need to discuss his behavior" speech. But when I saw his teacher, Mrs. Gable, she wasn't frustrated. She was actually misty-eyed. She told me that earlier that morning, a kid named Toby, a real quiet, keep-to-himself type, had brought in these tiny homemade cupcakes for his birthday. Toby stood up, his voice all shaky, and invited the whole class to his house after school. The silence that followed, it was deafening. You could literally feel the air get sucked out of the room. Not one kid looked up. Some started snickering. Toby just stood there, holding a crumpled napkin, looking like he wanted the floor to just swallow him whole. And then Leo stood up. The class bully, the kid who usually spends recess looking for trouble. He walked straight up to Toby. He grabbed a cupcake, took a huge bite, and said, "Man, I hope you have enough pizza because I'm bringing my appetite." That was it. Just one sentence. Suddenly, it was like a dam broke. The other kids, the ones who were too scared to be first, they all started chiming in. "I'm coming too!" "Save me a seat," Mrs. Gable said. Toby started crying right there on the spot, but for the first time in his life. It wasn't because he was lonely. I looked at Leo, this kid who I thought was headed for a tough love boot camp, and I realized maybe he wasn't a bully. Maybe he was just waiting for a reason to be a leader. I've never been more proud to be related to a troublemaker in my entire life.